Hi, this is Mr. Armstrong. Today we'll be looking at the student objective, Chapter 1 on factor by grouping. Factor by grouping involves a trinomial, generally where the a term is greater than 1. And here we have a trinomial ax squared plus bx plus c. The first step that we do, and it would be wise of you to copy down this 5-step process into your notebook. Step 1, we take the a term and multiply it by the c term. Step 2, we then find two factors whose product is AC and whose sum is B. Step 3. We rewrite the trinomial, leaving the ax squared and the c term alone while replacing bx with these two terms that we attained on step 2. Step 4. Factor the common factors from the first two and the last two binomials. Step 5. Factor the common binomial. When you're done, you can always redistribute to check your work. So over here on the right hand side we have an illustration of a trinomial, and we know that there's likelihood that this will be factored by grouping because the a term is more than 1. So step 1, we take the a term, which is 3, and multiply it by the c term, which is negative 12. 3 times negative 12 will give us negative 36. Step 2, we now find two factors, two multiples of negative 36, whose sum will be negative 5. Since this is a negative, we know that the signs have to be opposite, one positive and one negative. So go through a list in your head of all the multiples of 36. I'm going to start with 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, or we could do 6 times 6. Then we have to work on the signs. One of them will have to be positive and one will have to be negative. So what are the multiples going to be that will multiply to give you negative 36 and add together to give you negative 5? 4 times negative 9 will give us negative 36, and 4 added to negative 9 will give us negative 5. Step 3. We rewrite the trinomial, leaving the ax squared, in this case it's 3x squared, and the c term, negative 12 alone, while replacing negative 5x by these two factors attached to x, 4x and negative 9x. And you can place them in either order. You will get the same result when everything is done. So here we have rewritten the trinomial with the two replaced terms. Step 4. We now take a look at the front binomial and find a GCF. Then we take a look at the back binomial and take out its GCF. In the front, the GCF would be what? Correct, 3x, leaving us an x minus 3. In the back, we can take out a 4, leaving us with another x minus 3. Generally, we know that we are correct when we get this binomial to be the same as that. Why? Because that will help us with step 5. The final step here is to take out the common binomial, which in this case is x minus 3 and x minus 3. We factor that and place it on the front, and when we divide out, we will be left with 3x plus 4. So our solution to this problem will be x minus 3 times 3x plus 4. Remember that you can always redistribute this, x times 3x, x times 4, negative 3 times 3x, and negative 3 times 4 to attain the original problem to check your work. On the next page I have two more examples. What I suggest you do is pause your computer in a second and check your work. Go through the entire 5-step process, and when you're done, redistribute to make sure that you have the original problem. Then you can unpause and compare your solution to mine. Remember guys, practice makes perfect. Stay at it and come on in for extra help.